is mine. No, if you shall seek, then you shall find. You want a revolution, but you need a revelation. Before the move comes the meditation.
You feel me? I hope you do.
Rob Van Dam! Rob Van Dam! Rob Van Dam!
I'm Rob Van Dam. The whole show.
From Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 230 pounds,
Rob Van Dam. Damn. Hey, dude. Hey, where are you at? Okay, there you are. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to tell you, like, I don't know if that's it for everybody, but last week and this week, like, Seth's song will, like, slow down. Do you notice it when you're listening to it? Like, the speed changes throughout.
Oh, really? Does it?
Yes.
Is it kind of like laggy slow down, or is it like how's it kind of?
Like it sounds like I don't know, a connection problem. It's weird. I don't know. It slows down. The rhythm slows down. His voice gets deeper. Like yeah, it's fucked up.
Boy, yeah, that doesn't happen on my end. I wonder, chat. Let me know if that happens with you guys too. If you guys hear it differently.
Put a one in the chat.
Let us
If
know.
you notice a little higher, sounded a little slower.
Ooh, Maddie says it's laggy. He says it's laggy. I wonder what that is. If it's just because we're going live and it happens across. That's interesting though.
How can I do that?
Click on the new comments at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Up, down.
There.
Right there. See where it says new comments?
Oh.
It's all clear.
Cool.
There we go.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks.
Well, hello to everybody. That's RVD, obviously. That's Katie Forbes, obviously. That's Karma and Saba, obviously. But that's cheerleader Melissa over there, too.
Hi. Yes. What's up?
How's it going?
Good. I'm the babysitter today.
We're lucky we get to see her all the time. She's always over here helping with the babies.
Really? So, that's great. So, like, hey, the more hands, the better, right?
Yes. Yeah, she's so helpful.
We got
It's fun. It's funny. Never in a billion years, I think, I get to grace the RVD podcast because I'm here all the time and I see him do it all the time. But
Behind the scenes.
Barbie and Lovey here too, by the way, behind.
Oh, yes, Barbie Lovey in the house, too.
Pretty much the whole family in one room.
Yeah.
And extra.
yeah.
And Melissa's,
Yeah.
and Melissa's pooch, what's your dog's name? Is it Scarlet, did I hear? Is that
Yes, it's Scarlett. She's a big girl. She's a German Shepherd and Akita mix. And she's a big girl. She's 100 pounds, and I love her. Huh, Scarlett?
Well,
You
that's
doing good?
scroll. Okay, this
Yeah, you
scroll.
want to come up? There she is.
Look at, there she is.
There
What a
she is.
crew.
Oh, glory. Wow. Okay. All right.
I'm completely confiscated your seat.
I guess she's there. I guess she's behind me.
Jeez. Oh, there we go.
You're up.
There we go.
Sorry.
I agree with at I'm not into not into sausage parties myself.
Yeah, we're always happy when there's more females instead of the normal sausage party. That's right. That's right. Amen to that. Amen to that.
I'm enough man for my household. That's the rules. Always has been.
That's why the
Always will
universe
be.
made him a girl dad.
That's it. That's exactly. Oh, great point, Katie. Heck yeah.
Otherwise, I would have had to set the baby down the river in a float like they did. That's what they did in Greek mythology, like ancient Greece. Yeah, because the son would grow up to usually take over the dad's, especially if it was a king, like that always happened with famous kings. And matter of fact, Zeus himself and his dad also, Cronus.
Oh,
right? Cronus castrated Uranus. That's what happened, dude. That's
damn. Okay.
Uranus was the number one, like boom, like the Big Bang theory, the male part in the heavens. And anyway, Cronus, it was fated that he would take over, and he did. Cronus castrated his dad with a sickle, and then took over, became the god of the gods, and then his son was supposed to take over him, and so he said, "Fuck that! I ain't gonna have no sons. I'm not gonna have any children. Fuck that!" And then his wife, which was Earth, Rhea, because Cronus was like the sky, and anyway, she would, when she would have a baby, he would swallow the baby.
Horrible.
That's what I remember. That Cronus would eat the children, right? Yeah,
Eat the kids, and then when she had Zeus, she gave him a decoy and gave him a rock, and she hid Zeus in a cave, and he grew up, and sure enough, what's the bastard do as soon as he's old enough? He goes and kills his dad. But when his dad threw up, he threw up all of Zeus's brothers and sisters that he had swallowed. And so then they became the administration in Mount Olympus, and then Zeus fucked and married his sister.
Wow.
Horrible.
That's just a small part that people know, but they don't think about. But Hera, or Juno and Roman, she was his sister and his wife.
Dang.
Yeah.
Isn't Kronos? Isn't the Roman name? Isn't that Jupiter? Or am I wrong on that, Rob? Do you know?
Jupiter is Zeus.
Jupiter is Zeus. Okay. So
Yeah.
okay. All right, that makes sense then. So wow, geez, I know you're into Greek mythology. You were really into Greek mythology when you were younger.
Yeah,
right?
I just remember it all because it really was a big part of my high school and made a real big impression on me. So I just remember a lot of those stories, just not like a class, where I had to pay attention and had to take tests on it, but more like people remember shit like stories from the Bible with Noah's Ark and stuff. They, because they were told that enough to where it kind of sunk in, and it was just believable. I used to argue with other kids about all of it and say, how can you say one's more believable than the other? And, if anything, if you want to say they're all ridiculous or equally ridiculous, then I mean, you have an argument for it. But to say, for instance, Samson defeated an army of 1,000 men with the jawbone of an ass. He was super strong because he had a ponytail. When they cut his hair, his strength was gone. And then, kids in school would say, yeah, that stuff's, that's bullshit. I said, that's in your Bible. That's real. That's real. But, is that much, more believable than the labors of Hercules? No, not from my perspective anyway. They're all, and I don't want to say they're all fantastic. Let's just put it that way,
That's the thing we have. A lot of that stuff. Yeah, Samson and Delilah and all that stuff going on. People are saying
almost every religion, it seems, had a version of Noah's Ark too. In Greek mythology, the dude was called Deucalion. And then, like, to repopulate after the flood, they had, I believe, rocks. Him and his wife would throw them over their shoulder, and if she threw it and it landed, I guess it was a female. Something weird like that. But he was Noah in the retry of the human race after the first human race was a disappointment, to the gods, and they said, fuck this, man. Let's erase it and try again.
Get them out of here. Let's try again. Let's do them all again.
Flood them out. Flush the toilet. Drown the bastards.
Mooj says you're underselling it, Roab. Zeus had sex with everything. Women, goats, and a goose that one time. I don't know. He didn't finish it. Had a goose.
Yeah, Lita was Lita from the Hardys. She was he made love to her in the form of a goose and had the greatest tag team ever, the Dioscuri, Castor and Pollux. One was a wrestler, one was a boxer, and these dudes just kicked everybody's. Are you familiar with them? No. Pollux in Greek, Polydeuces in Roman, they would call them, but same dude. But so they're twins, but one his dad is Zeus, and his dad is immortal.
Oh.
So when they die, they take turns and swap because Pollux was the son of Zeus, and he gets a place in the heavens. So he's a what do you call it? A constellation. But he trades off and tags with his brother, and so he spends the day in the ground so that his brother can have every other day up in the skies too.
Huh.
Is it Hercules?
That's brotherly love.
Hercules, he's a demigod too, isn't he? Like where he's the half son of Zeus or whatever, because he's like a son of Zeus, but he's the
son of Zeus.
Am I wrong on that?
No, I think you're right. I think it's his mom named Alcmene, maybe. But for some reason, I can't remember how his dad. I can't remember right now. He had a twin, Iphicles. And Iphicles was a pussy, didn't have the strength that Hercules did. So it was kind of a similar situation. Like some serpents came into the crib and almost killed them. And Iphicles pissed his pants and cried. And Hercules like strangled the snakes when he was like a little infant. And then Iphicles became a king and sent Hercules on the labors to keep him busy, to keep him away. Because he was scared and shit. I can't remember much about the story with the dad and how that happened. I don't know that piece of my brain is resonated right now, I guess.
Chelsea Gunderson, she says she just had a mythology class today. How about that? Sweet.
Was it Greek mythology?
Yeah, was it Greek, Chelsea? Let us know in the chat if it was Greek. Maddie says RVD is the god of rolling thunder.
Yeah.
I like a lot of people chiming in too. Everybody's talking. Man, yeah, people
for them with baby shirts.
Baby shirts.
Is Karma awake or sleeping?
No, she's sleeping.
Okay,
She's
we'll show you.
out.
They're both
zonked out. They're both back.
It's right before their bedtime.
They have
Look
some
at
shirts that a fan gave us.
Really sweet.
Do you know where?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he gave it to us.
I'm gonna see if I can show.
His name's Dolph, and he gives us the best gifts.
Dolph London?
No, Dolph Fly. Like he made these pillows.
Wow.
And then he gave us these Sabu shirts.
Can you see the Sabu?
Yeah, that's great, Melissa. That looks that man, those are badass. Yeah, awesome. Man, those are awesome. Those are super cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, man. Melissa, so tell people too about you were just in a magazine. Katie sent me what it was. I can't remember the name of the magazine though. Architectural.
Oh.
Thank you, Rob. yes. No, it was Architectural Digest.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
Yeah. It looks pretty. You redid it redid your whole place, right? It wasn't. You didn't renovate.
Restored.
Restored it. That's the term I was looking for.
Yeah, it's the magic word, restored. Yeah.
Yes.
So for those who don't really follow Architectural Digest, that's like the People magazine of homes, of people who have a passion for home design and everything. And yes, I got to be featured in it because me and two of my girlfriends were all vintage homeowners. So we all have homes from the 60s and 70s. My home was actually built in 1962 by Frank and Shirley Schivo. Frank was the original owner of the original Sahara Casino. So I have the Sahara Casino house, and it is famously known as the Lava House because of all of its lava rock detail from literally floor to ceiling all over the house. I always jokingly tell people if Batman had a vacation home, that would be my house, because it feels like just walking into like a massive like 70s bat cave when you go in. It was in a little bit of a rough shape when we first got it, and at first we were putting in our normal like modern stuff, and we quickly realized, wow, no, it just ruins the house. And so we committed to going full-blown 1970s, and everything in there, including some of the appliances, is 1970s. I mean, I'm talking lots of carpet on the walls, shag carpeting everywhere. I have a shag carpet headboard with an 8-track player in it and mirrors. Just the stuff that we have is just really fun, and it's really immersive. When you come in, there's just nothing in there that reminds you that you're in 2026. You step into my house, you are clearly in 1970 when you walk into the Lava House.
You can't. Yeah. Katie sent me a video too. Here, I'll play it. I'm going to turn the volume down just so I don't get a copyright thing. But here it is.
In 1962 by
Take a look at this.
Executives Frank and Shirley Schivo. The current owners have only been here about 5 years, but they've done an incredible job restoring and designing it to keep the retro Vegas feel alive.
Hopefully, we don't get copyright stuff.
With mirrors and lava rock in the original feature of that outdoor area, where they have added a swag lamp behind the window, and then on the vanity side there's a mirror behind the window, so it's a super trippy effect. Oh, and as if the details weren't already perfect, that black part of the shower wall is carpet. Speaking of carpet in bathrooms, if you're sensitive to that topic, you may want to look away, because they also added carpet on these bathroom walls. Ooh, this is living. The back room has a legit playpen sofa and wood paneled walls, plus a lot more carpet and some incredible light up decorations. All of this lava rock is original to the house, and it wraps all the way around to the front sunken living room fireplace. And oh, the light fixtures. So many perfect, gorgeous vintage light fixtures.
Oh, and that was.
Welcome
hold on.
to the
There we
Lava
go.
House.
Oh, no, that was it. That was at the end of the video.
Don't want to let me save a minute.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They can see the rest of the video too.
Oh yeah, the Lava House. The house has an Instagram account. It's Lava House Vegas.
Say that again one more time.
The Lava House has an Instagram account, and that account is Lava House Vegas.
Lava House Vegas. Okay.
Yes.
I'll type that in the comment section for people so they can kind of check it out. Lava House Vegas.
Yeah.
Man, all right. Definitely check that out. Yeah, Melissa, that's like legit now probably my dream house, because I love I love Mad Men a lot, and it gave me that kind of vibes. And plus, like, Rob introduced me to Casino. I really never watched the movie Casino before Rob told me about it. And so I tuned in. Yeah, on the earlier show, like I think it was like episode 3, we were talking about it. And when I watched it, I was like, I love that whole kind of 70s Vegas kind of vibe. And Rob knows I'm big into the like D Martin and the Rat Pack, so it kind of just blends.
And yeah, and the Casino house is in a vintage neighborhood, not that far from my neighborhood. So it's a popular tourist drive-by spot, if you will.
Man, I could imagine. I could imagine for sure. Man, what a great spot, though. That's man, yeah. How long have you been in Vegas? Even before getting the house?
Before getting the house, I've been in Vegas since 2016. That's when that's when we moved out here, and we originally moved into a condo that was more of a definitely more of a metropolis Art Deco theme, and we were in that condo also during the pandemic, and it was during the pandemic when we couldn't leave the condo at all. It's when our creative house skills really kicked in because we were trapped there all day long. And, we told ourselves, like, well, if we're stuck here, we're going to make this a fucking fun house. And we did. We just let loose. And then the lava house was no different. We found this little piece of gem of a property, and it needed a lot of love. The previous owners tried to convert it to to modern, and after living in it, we realized, no, you can't do that with this house. You got to go back. Go backwards. Got to restore.
Gotta embrace it. Now, how do you do the upkeep with the carpeted bathroom walls? Then, how does that stay, I guess, clean?
I might still be learning that because those carpets are pretty new. They haven't been up there that long, but I do have a handheld vacuum that I can go. I have I actually have a vintage dust buster too that I can go up and down the walls with.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then I can, do things. I can spray protectant, like carpet protectant on it, on certain areas in the bathroom, if you will.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be a lot of upkeep, but it's super cool. It's amazing. It's
really cool. It's a lot of fun, and it's really hard to leave the house. It's such a creative, very fun space. And even when we have parties or guests over, it's hard to kick them out. We can't get them out of the house. Nobody wants to leave.
I've been kicked out of her house.
Yeah, she's been kicked out.
We're having so much fun. It's like, Jason's off work now. We're gonna have dinner. Like, oh, okay.
It's like, sweetheart, you've been here a while.
I'll see my way out then.
I'll see myself out. No, but great work, Melissa. That's super awesome. It's cool that you got into that too during the pandemic. What a way to kind of occupy your time and kind of make the most of what you can during such, when everybody's isolated and out of place. So
yeah,
really, really sweet stuff.
Oh, it was really fun. It was WrestleMania week was absolutely chaotic because there were events surrounding WrestleMania, and I was booked on WrestleCon and stuff like that. But that also fell on top of Home and History Week, it's the same week. It's the week of where a lot of vintage home tours are taking place. And so we had some friends from out of town that every single one of them were very popular vintage homeowners, and they came in and that's one of them who made the video, which was really cool. So that was a really that was a very busy week, but it was really good, and I'm appreciative of that video.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it. I believe it for sure. Yeah, amazing work. I'm super impressed. I'm definitely gonna give that a follow on Instagram for sure.
I hope you do. Then you'll have to stop by.
I hope you do.
That business reference. Heck yeah. Hey, Rob, geez, we just got a major super chat.
Whoa.
$100.
Solid.
New sponsor.
Diglets. Thank you.
Right to the front of the line.
Right to the front of the line there. He says, "Yo, Van Dam, in honor of Backlash being right around the corner, can you say at Backlash?" Remember you did that video? Did you see that, Katie, with Danhausen? He did. Mm-hmm.
Everybody says at Backlash, and then Rob's like, at Backlash.
Oh, where did we see that?
It's a video on Instagram right now. At Backlash.
At Backlash. Whoa! I know,
RV, Scarlett.
Scarlett, come on, lay down.
Lovey's in the mix.
Sorry.
It's your house.
Okay, it's a Dog Royal Rumble going down.
We know.
That might happen. Sorry.
No, that's all right. all the poofies, you know, that adds to the elements, I think. All right. Well, geez.
Yes.
At back.
Well, that was so sweet of you to tip that much.
I know. Thank you, Three Diglets. You know what? I'm gonna send you one of the top cards I'm gonna give away anyway. So
cool. Yeah, first gift.
It.
First gift. Dom's talking
this is what I'll do for Three Diglets. I'll pop it up real quick.
That's awesome.
Make the show more fun.
Yeah, you're gonna get a DX card. It's actually numbered to 150. So if you Three Diglets, if you hit me up here, I'll type in my email address. If you hit me up at DP DeAngelo, I'm giving out my email address.
Double penetration.
I know, dude. When I first interviewed Taz, I was like, I don't remember how I said it, but he was like, "What's your middle name?" And I was like, oh. "Yeah." I was like, "PP," and he's like, "Oh, double penetration." I was like, "Dang it, Taz." Yes. So email me Three Diglets your information, and I will mail you this card. And then also what I'll do too, I texted RVD about this, is you get an RVD IOU. So what happens if you ever meet RVD in person at a meet and greet, you'll get an autograph for a picture. So check it out.
That's nice.
Yes.
And we'll pick you up in a limo and take you to lunch.
That's not on the IOU, just so you know.
How do we know? How do we know that people aren't just like making these? And
well, I put a code on there, Rob. I put a special code that only you and I will know. So
it's 420.
It's not 420.
Is it like a scanner with your phone code, or
no? It's a phrase. It's a phrase that nobody would get. But.
A secret. Okay, there's like a secret password. You cut the line and then whisper the secret password, and then we'll hook you up.
Secret handshake.
Yeah.
Give them the card. Give them the card of what it will be. And so congrats, Three Diglets, thank you for the $100. Really appreciate it. We'll do some more. I'll do a raffle giveaway with the other 2 cards too. So
it's like Christmas. We'll go a Pokemon card, a T-shirt.
Yeah, right.
How often did you fly Spirit Airlines?
Not crazy often, but like it was convenient enough if I was in a pinch that I could fly somewhere. I'm sure I flew to Vegas like via Spirit before.
Yeah, there was a lot of times when it was just the only fucking direct flight.
Yeah, like to Tampa.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to hate it. Yeah, it was like, I don't know, 2017, 18, long time ago. But I was so pissed at them not letting me on a flight, even though I had plenty of time to get on it. And it was just, I remember tweeting like, "I'm never gonna fly you again. You're the shittiest airline." And then a little while later, I was like, "Fuck, I don't want to have to leave the night before just to ride American Airlines when there's a cheaper flight and I can be there in 4 hours." So anyway, I think a lot of people have stories like that, and they were getting better, right?
Yeah, they were getting better. Their planes were like, they had like newer ones with upgrades, and their app got better. Like it used to be so full of glitches, and then it started working really smooth. And also, you could sit in the front and get a big chair for cheap.
Yeah, which was like first class.
Yeah.
And
I liked Spirit. Everyone shitted on it. I liked it.
I never had a bad experience at any time I flew on it. Like it was always, I never had an issue with them, to be honest.
Delta's our favorite, but like he said, if it's a direct flight, we're choosing the direct flight, especially in the future because kids. But one time there was a fan at the airport that saw Rob and we were about to board the plane. And he was like, "I didn't know you flew Spirit."
Doing it to direct flight.
Oh, too loud. Does she want her box?
Yeah, is there one?
Karma.
Oh, right here. I got it.
Mommy was too loud.
So I mean, that was kind of a surprise. Like, boom, Spirit's out of business completely.
They were up in their game. It used to be worse.
Do you know what happened exactly? Why did they shut down? Do you know any details behind it?
I read that they were denied a bailout. bail
She
out.
can have this.
I think it was like $500 million loan to bail them out, and they were denied the loan, and then just couldn't afford to stay in business.
Gas prices,
Oh
Yeah, gas prices.
fuel prices,
and,
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and people like you bitching that you had to pay an extra $40 to have another bag underneath. No, they had all those extra charges and shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
No, I remember that. Mhm.
yeah, that was.
The soda you gotta pay.
They were trying to survive. That's
Yeah.
all that was. The shittiest airline I've ever experienced was definitely either ValueJet or AirTran, which might have been the same company, just changing names. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which would be shittier. They were both. I think it was ValueJet that was like I don't know, mid 90s, I guess, something. But they were so shitty. You could count on the flight being delayed and changing the gate several times. Like that was going to happen, like almost for sure.
Mhm.
And it was so bad. I get it mixed up in my head because my friend worked for AirTran, and I know
What about Hooters?
they were just as shitty. Well, I don't know anything about the Hooters airline. I've never flown on it.
Air Hooters.
Yeah, I would have liked that. I never did either. I was too young, but I always liked Hooters. I like their food. I like their branding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she wasn't there for the boobies.
Well, that's part of the thing. I like the whole concept of hot girls, and I love chicken wings. I love crab legs. I love Hooters.
I love chicken wings too.
Rob did a residency at Hooters in Vegas, and we lived there in the penthouse for a little bit before we moved here. So that was fun.
I'm famous.
I remember going as a teenager to Hooters, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
My younger brother.
I don't know if the airline was actually like commercial, like for everybody. Did they go anywhere besides Atlanta to Tampa or something? You know,
I don't know. I was young.
Yeah, who knows?
I worked there for a little bit, and you can wear skates while serving food, and I love skating. Yeah.
Better not do that on the airplane.
They did that in Sonic too, where people would be on roller skates.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah. Somebody put a cool comment. I gotta find it here real quick. Oh yes. Yo 7P, this is the coolest thing all day. RVD and babies. Good job, Katie.
Yay! He's a family man.
That's it.
We're so proud of him.
You know, I gotta say, like I had they're 4 months. They might be 13 weeks now, huh? Maybe.
Alexa, how many weeks ago was December 26th?
December 26, 2025 was about 18.7 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh. They're 19 weeks.
Whoa. How did that happen?
Oh, they're growing up too fast. I already started giving away their little newborn clothes.
Did you really?
Bad. Yes. They're already outgrowing things. They're growing so quick. And when we first had them on, like they were so little and couldn't hold their head up, and now look.
Now they're just hanging out. Yeah.
What I was gonna say was I had no idea that you could interact with babies so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I always just thought, you know, they were kind of like a vegetable, you know, so to speak, or like somebody that's in I don't know, that doesn't, you know, like they don't know what the fuck you're saying, and
like they're in a coma.
Kinda. But yeah. But man, it's been amazing though. Like spending time with them and communicating with them, and they both love to talk, and it's great because I have no idea what they're saying. But it's like I love when they're in a talkative mood. It's like it's so funny because they have a lot to say, especially you, Carmen. You like to talk. And
They're very expressive. I saw Katie post some, I think, like a collage of pictures of them on Instagram or something, and I remember seeing one picture of one of the babies smiling at Katie, and it was really, really cute.
I love seeing how they look at her.
No.
Yeah,
she's like everything to them. The giver of life.
yeah, right.
Your mommy.
I take pictures of them all day, every day. So our family group chats are just like rocking.
Oh.
Constant baby photos. Constant baby photos.
All day.
Lenny says, "Congrats, RVD, on your beautiful children." And it's his first live. Yeah, their first live.
It's a pretty big deal, you know, a pretty big change up in what we got going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're always going to be with us now. Always.
We got another super chat here. This is Frankie Chorizo. Thanks for the super chat. You're entered into the raffle at the end of the show, Frankie, for one of the other cards.
Frankie.
Frankie.
What reunion show was the best or proper farewell to ECW? What do you think about WWE having a padded barricade instead of a guardrail? What reunion show was the biggest?
There you go with that kind of No wonder she's already starting to teeth, huh?
Yeah. Carmen's already teething.
Really?
Yeah. So she's so fussy sometimes.
Yeah. So I couldn't hear that question. What was it?
Try the bottle.
What reunion show was the best or proper farewell to ECW?
Okay,
Yeah, which reunion show was the best or proper farewell to ECW?
I think.
Trade you, babies.
Okay, want to trade?
Oh boy. Godzilla's coming out.
He's going for it. He's going through it.
Yeah.
I think, and I know that a lot of people aren't gonna have the same opinion, but when I think about it, I think that what we did there in WWE was the best. You know, both 2005 and 2006. They were, in my opinion, excellent shows. They really showed what made ECW different than their current weekly product at the time. And there was a few things here and there. There's a few guys that maybe weren't originally CW that were on the card. There was, the interaction with the WWE putting their, their stamp on it and appearing. But overall, though, when I think about it, and I really don't know that much about the Shane Douglas reunion show, Hardcore Homecoming, I think it was called, or whatever, because I wasn't there, never saw it. I don't know. So I'm not really even giving that one a fair comparison, but I'm thinking about the TNA one, which was really cool that we were able to bring it back again, on another platform and celebrate it. That's what it was for me. But I think definitely either one, the 2005 or the 2006 Hammerstein Ballroom shows, I think were just like the biggest way that we could have said goodbye, even though we were saying hello.
Yeah, no, I think you're spot on. I think those are the best kind of like quote unquote reunion farewell shows for sure. Like, because it exemplified what ECW made ECW stand out from a WWE brand, or even WCW and stuff. So, I thought it was a great balance for sure. He also asked you too, what do you think about WWE having the padded barricade instead of the guardrail, like ECW?
at this point, I'm kind of used to it. Originally, I didn't like it because I'm hardcore. So I want hardcore. I miss being able to, use that as a weapon and throw people into it, pull on it and have it, manipulate it so that, because of the way that it bends and you can shape it, whatever. But at this point, I'm used to it. I think it looks cool. The all black looks really cool, and a lot of wrestlers, including myself, have proven that you still can do spots on it. Like when I had that match with Jeff Hardy on my way in 2001 in Invasion. He went out. He used to run on the top of the barricade and then jump off on someone somehow. And so I knew that. So to counter, he jumped up and we started running. I jumped up there and I clotheslined him on it because we were two people that would be able to do something high risk and high athleticismly required. Whereas now it's like you probably do that in wrestling school, even if you're 400 pounds, because everybody does everybody's shit now anyway. So I don't know, that. But then it meant something more. And anyway, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with a guardrail too, though.
Yeah, right. I know that's what you worked with mostly, starting off, so it makes more sense too. But yeah, I mean, you're
but for the higher budget look and for the lights that are on the damn corner post, and
the damn corner post.
I mean that's crazy. That was done after I left. Like I never.
Yeah. It's LED everything.
Yeah,
LED across the board. Yeah, so different.
The whole skirt is. That's so to go with all that and shit. I think the black looks better than probably old-fashioned looking guardrail.
Oh heck yeah!
It looks more modern, more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Roll. I don't know.
Right. Triple E, he's got a $5 super chat. He says, Have y'all four ever been to a Chris Angel show or meet him, or any memorable show out in Vegas or a New York Broadway show? So he's curious what shows you guys may have been to.
Yeah, we go to shows every once in a while. And yes, we've gone to Chris Angel show.
Yeah. The most recent was the wrestler Santana Jackson does the Michael Jackson show here. I love the show. The dancing and the music is so on point.
Yeah, I went with you.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I went twice this past year. And then also I love the Circus Olay shows. I love comedy shows. I love concerts. I just went to Brooks and Dunn and Morgan Wallen like a couple days ago. Jabberwocky's show. At the Jabberwocky show, remember I got up and danced and sang on the microphone?
Oh, yeah.
But the microphone definitely was auto-tuned because what was coming out of the speakers sounded way better than what I could sing.
We went to the Sphere and saw the Alice in Wonderland. Not Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
Did they do the wind tunnel thing when it tornado?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then the seats vibrated, and I was pregnant with the twins, and they the loud noises like made them start kicking. Like they even liked it.
We should go out a lot more than we do, I always say. But used to be like when I would come to visit Vegas, then you stay out because you're not home, you know what I mean? I'd do like 4 days, burn myself out, and then have to go back to LA and recover. And now I'm like a homebody, and like when I go out, I can't be home. So that's the thing going against it. And then, but also there's certain things that if I go out, I have to accept the fact that that trouble could happen. It's not going to happen at home, but it could happen when I'm out. There's a lot of idiots. There's a lot of drunk people. There's a lot of people making bad decisions, and depending on what kind of place we're going to, there's a good chance we could run into some of those people.
And when I went to the concert the other day, I was like, I have to go because I love those people I listed. But then I was like doing the math. I'm like, oh my God, I'm only going to get this many hours sleep because I got to wake up with the kids.
Yeah.
So it made it harder too to go out because even if I have a babysitter, I still got a parent the next day.
Yeah, so, right. It's like it would be like going into work. You still got to work the next morning.
Exactly.
If you want a recommendation and you're coming to Las Vegas, if you haven't seen this hypnotist show, it's at the V Theater, which is right there at the Miracle Mile Malls by Planet Hollywood. And yes, and my friend Jerry McCambridge is the mentalist. He's been on talk shows, TV shows, had his own show for a while, but he's been there on the Strip for I don't know how long, 15 years or something. He actually has there's a walk of fame there in front of the place, like Hollywood, and I was there while he got his name put on the sidewalk in the Las Vegas Walk of Fame 2 years ago, maybe something like that. But anyway, The Mentalist, Jeremy Cambridge, The Mentalist. It's a great show. I used to always go, and whenever I had friends or family come into town visiting or whatever, I would always take them. And now I haven't gone in like over 6 years. And
what?
Yeah,
we used to go all the time.
I know, we need to.
And we used to go to the hypnotist Mark Savard show. That's his friend too.
Yeah, well, both those guys during COVID, got their show hung up for a little bit, but now I don't know. Mark's back there. I don't know. I forget.
Melissa, what was the name of that show?
But Jerry is for sure. The Mentalist.
Party.
Mark Savard is
Cosmos.
What does he go
Yeah.
with? The
Super
Mentalist is Jerry.
Okay.
The restaurant.
I don't know. Mark Savard's. I guess he's just a hypnotist. He doesn't have a special name like the Mentalist.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Does he have a hook on his name? I don't think so. He's just adulty, edgy.
Yeah. Then there's a show called The Party at the Cosmo.
Yeah, it's at the it's inside the restaurant Super Frico, and they have a dinner show called The Party. That it's one of the few dinner shows in Las Vegas, and we had a really good time, and they did a really good job. They would start the show and then give you a break for apps, and then more show, and then dinner, and then more show and dessert. So I think that was a real good experience.
And it was a good variety of different acts. Like some was like serious, some was sexy, some was funny, some was ratchet, some was classy. A little something for everybody.
And then when it comes to strip clubs, if you want to drink alcohol and see this, then you got to go north of town to North Las Vegas, just across the line there to Palomino's, and I highly recommend that. But otherwise, you got to choose either alcohol or this.
He says this.
What do you want to see?
Like it's like a DDP symbol is what he
DDP symbol, but it's definitely not what DDP's doing.
Like that's the biggest vagina. Right.
Feel the bang, everybody. But thanks for the super chat, Triple H.
Always the Nerd Bar. That's our number one hangout in Vegas.
Yeah.
All the wrestlers go there. It's so fun. It's not
That was
bougie.
a blast. WrestleMania weekend, that was a blast. It was so cool. All the people coming in and checking it out and everything. Shout out to Johnny. Ash Vega has a question for you guys all. Who is your top 4 wrestlers of all time? 4 wrestlers. You had to pick 4.
Hey, something also that to add that you might think is interesting, but the hookup to go to Cirque du Soleil shows out here, if you're one of the boys, is, believe it or not, Sign Guy Dudley.
Really?
Isn't that crazy? Like random.
Yeah, that's really great.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. I didn't even know he lived in Vegas.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So anyway, random interesting
Random
fact.
fact.
What was the question?
What shows did we like?
Or no, top 4 favorite wrestlers, each of you guys.
Oh, I was still stuck on the last thing. Okay, for me, RVD, Sabu, Jeff Hardy, and Rey Mysterio.
Good ones. Great ones.
I love High Flyers.
That's a good
That's a real
For
good
favorite wrestlers, just in any
Any.
of all of them. Okay.
Melissa can go while you're thinking.
Who's your 4, Melissa?
For top or just for favorite or for
favorite.
whatever? For favorite?
Yep.
Oh,
You don't
gosh.
have to say Rob because he's here.
I can say Rob because he's here because I get to play with the babies. That's why.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Yeah. RVD, Karma, Saba. No,
Katie Forbes.
Katie Forbes. There we
I
go.
better say Katie Forbes.
And mine's cheerleader Melissa.
Yay.
There you go.
Sabu, Brock Lesnar.
Ooh, nice. Ooh.
I'll go old school. I loved IRS, Mike Rotunda.
Ooh, Mike Rotunda was great.
And the model Rick Martel. Those I love those two when I was growing up. For some reason. They were just so clean. Like they're very crisp and clean in the ring.
Yeah. I didn't know model Rick Martel too. He became a real estate guy, a big real estate guy.
You're kidding.
Man, he just disappeared from the business, and like until recently, like I wondered what happened to him because like I never see him at conventions or indie shows or anything, and I thought he was cool. I liked the Can-Am Express, Tito Santana, and
Strike Force. Was that when they were Strike Force?
Strike Force, yeah. It was Can-Am Express. That was Strike Force was Tom Zink and Rick Martel, and then Can-Am was Tito took one of their places. I think I don't know. I think so. Strike Force was Tom Zink and Rick Martel.
Yeah.
And they liked Girls in Cars. That was on the first wrestling
Girls
album.
in Cars.
Jimmy Hart sang that for them. I like Girls in Cars.
I like the gimmick.
The model was cool though. I thought
where the ref got trying to kill himself.
You mean Tim? Are you talking about Tim White?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I guess.
I thought it was
that
funny.
was kind of crazy. Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah.
Different
Tim White.
world.
He was the handler for Andre, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah.
Really good guy. He was like one of my favorite office people.
Cool.
I met him briefly. He was hammered. I can't remember what bar. It was like a WrestleMania weekend, but he was hammered there. But he was just a friendly dude. I just remember that. And shout out to Tim White. So you saw him at meet and greets more?
He would be the guy that would come into the dressing room and be like, "Hey, I need somebody, that can do a meet and greet." And I was always like, "Dude, I'll do it." And I did it so much. And once in a while, he'd say, "All right, he's okay. Let me try and get someone besides Rob." Like every day.
You're so personal, baby.
Yeah.
Man.
I also like getting out of the dressing room, and crossing the line, going to the other side of the fence where, seeing what the fans think instead of just everybody that thinks they're the best in the world.
All right, Bob. So you picked 2 wrestlers so far, Brock Lesnar and Sabu. Who's two more favorite wrestlers?
Lanny Poffo.
Ooh,
Let's go with Lanny Poffo.
I'll
Lanny,
throw out
that's
a
a
childhood favorite, Jushin Thunder Liger. I loved watching him.
Nice. Hulk Hogan.
And you loved Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, and Ultimate Warrior. There's 5.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
fine. All
We
right.
can go more. You won't get
Katie Forbes.
There you go. Well, those are good lists. I like them all. Melissa, so did you grow up a fan of wrestling, or did you get into the business kind of into it later on when you started?
My dad was a pro wrestler in the 80s. Him and his brother, Billy Anderson, who Rob is actually familiar with Billy Anderson. My dad and Billy were a tag team. They worked for Carl Lauer in the Los Angeles area. I would say back like in 84 and 86. So I definitely grew up around it. There's photos, pictures with me and my dad when I was a baby, and he's holding his wrestling bag, and there's a wrestling ring in the background and all that. So yeah, family curse is what I say.
So open the door and let her out. I think it might be open. I don't know.
You okay, hon? Yeah, so family curse. Oh, I think it's already open.
Oh, how's it going, Mark? But that's man, how about that then? So man, I did not know that. So you're second generation wrestling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then growing up after my dad finished wrestling, Billy Anderson would do a lot of ring announcing for back then WWF at the LA Sports Arena. So when my dad and I would go watch those shows, I got to meet like a lot of my heroes and get autographs backstage after the show. I actually have a Shawn Michaels autograph that's probably over 20 years old by now.
How about that?
Yeah, I think he was an Intercontinental Champion at the time.
Dang. Okay. Yeah. That's a ways away then. Man. So who were you trained by then? Who trained you a lot?
I trained when I first started training. I was 15 years old, and I went to my uncle's school, Billy Anderson's school, and Billy Anderson, and actually a big part of the beginning of my training was Christopher Daniels.
Wow. Okay.
Young Christopher Daniels, and then I wrestled and I did some stuff at like UPW. I don't know if you remember like UPW.
Yep.
Remember wrestling Rick Bassman, and then I went to moved up north to Northern California, All Pro Wrestling. You know where my trainers were. You know back then American Dragon and Robert Thompson. And then after that, I went to Japan and lived there for several months. And my main trainer out there was Mariko Yoshida, who's one of the big, serious, original All Japan women vets out there. So I was very lucky. I was in the right place at the right time for a lot of to have a lot of amazing trainers in my life.
Man. Yeah, what a diverse group too. You learn from too.
Oh, unbelievable! Yeah, unbelievable.
How about that? Wow, that's great. Geez, yeah. That's so, Steve Soleil. Oh yeah.
Resume.
Yeah. What were your dad and Billy Anderson called?
The Fabulous Andersons.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know what they were called. They had when they were heels, they would wear masks.
Yeah, I was going to ask if if it was with a mask or without, because I remember when Billy wore the mask with a partner, but
that might have been my dad.
Might have been your dad. Yeah.
Wow.
They said he became the Black Knight in WWF in 1988. Your dad did. Yeah. Or no, your uncle. I think it's your uncle. Billy's your uncle, right?
Yeah, Billy Anderson. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did a lot of jobber stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Very early WWF.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Or something with their masks,
Neat resume.
Remember?
I wrestled Billy one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, for TC Martin.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
And Bobby Bradley against him and somebody, and they wore masks, and I think it was a tribute to the tag team that Billy used to do. So.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Bobby Bradley. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, where's he at?
I don't know. Where's Bobby Bradley?
Bobby Bradley.
Bobby.
Leave a
Yeah.
comment, Bobby. Where are you?
Bobby.
I haven't seen him in like 25 years.
Yeah, I saw him once, I think, since I've been out here. And
Really?
he just he popped up and I was just, dude, like, I know your face. And he goes, do you? Who am I? You know, and I was like, fuck.
Say my name. Say my
I
name.
know you. Like, but I hadn't seen him in so long. So
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
That's the neat thing about wrestling is like you guys don't see one another for a while, but then you can connect pretty quickly if you guys. It's such a wide world, and it's it's unfortunate you guys don't get to see each other as often, but like.
Well,
It's
I
kind of
guess Bobby ain't one for wanting to keep up, I guess.
And some people we
Right
see
here.
at every wrestling event, it's like you'll see someone like every week, and then you'll see them like not see them for like 5 years.
That's true.
That's crazy. It's
I feel
crazy.
like we see Bubba Dudley all the time.
Yeah, we do.
Wow, how about that? Yeah.
It always amazes me, you know, every time I come over or I have a chance to, you know.
But it's not a burp cloth, that's her hat.
Yeah, when it's not baby time over here, I have little conversations with Rob, and I just learned that he wrestled my uncle. I didn't know that. It's amazing how connected, like, a lot of us are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wild to think too, like Rob, like when he started off, like in the early '90s and stuff like that, and like you're going up against guys like Greg the Hammer Valentine, and I think that just blows my mind because it's like cross generational wrestlers that I associate from different eras, and they're just like.
I grew up watching him, so he was definitely a different era.
Yeah. Pretty neat to experience all that.
Yeah, did you ever see the NWC that TC Martin did out here in Vegas at the Silver Nugget Casino?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I just saw the Silver Nuggets being torn down, and it's been like we used to wrestle there that was like in '95, I believe. But anyway, it was a TV show, NWC, that TC Martin had going, and he used a lot of ex-WWE wrestlers, and also used that guy Buffalo Jim.
Yes, I remember Buffalo Jim.
Yeah.
I visited his school.
Buffalo, actually, I think he took over from Buffalo Jim. Buffalo Jim had the territory of running the shows in Vegas at the Silver Nugget, from what I understand, and then somehow TC Martin took over when I came in, and Buffalo Jim was still there. I remember him giving going and getting Sabu and Godfather from the airport, you know, like giving him a ride or whatever. And I didn't really know him that well.
Interesting.
But, yeah. But anyway, Billy Anderson was part of that, though. He was the
that makes sense. And Buffalo Jim
interviewer. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, Las Vegas back then was definitely cliquey too. When I was young, my dad and I used to come out to Las Vegas and visit Yokozuna and his entire family, and I always thought that was amazing, and especially Yokozuna's vehicle. I think it was a Lincoln, like a maroon Lincoln that he had with his name embroidered on the back seat, and it was just the inside was just like accommodated so amazing for his size. Those are my childhood biggest memories.
Wow. Yeah. How was it interacting with Yokozuna?
If you made friends with Yokozuna, him and his whole family treated you like a part of their family. It was incredible, just so hospitable, and his whole family's amazing. They worked all over Vegas, so the Samoans, they roll big.
Yes.
All over town, so they had like the hookups everywhere, and that was amazing. Just so much fun. Just so much fun.
Man, yeah, what a wild way to like be raised up to, like in the wrestling world. As a kid.
I know. Isn't that? Yeah, it's you don't think about it as a kid, but looking back, it's like, oh, wow, it's different.
a little different. Jim the Dom.
Soldier Boy, I seen. Appreciate it.
Oh.
And then this dude says this might not be a dude, but oh yeah, it is. My wife and I have 3 couples that had babies on Monday, the 4th of May. Well, because none of them even know each other.
Wow.
That was crazy, baby crazy kind of day.
Yeah.
Baby crazy kind of day. I know. Yeah. Oh, Happy Days says holy babies.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's your bedtime.
It's
Oh,
crazy how quickly hot moms with babies became more of an attraction instead of a undesirable. Like, oh no, she's got a baby, and now it's like, oh, she got a baby, maybe she can help out.
I used to would have thought it'd be embarrassing to push around a big stroller, and now I'm like, it's just normal for me.
Yeah. Take pride in it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're a mama out there with babies,
It also helps that we know other hot mamas in Vegas.
Yeah, you guys need to start a hot mama hotline, and hot mama hotline going down. Dave McMichael 602, he says Bill Anderson traveled a bit with Crazy Chris Colt. Colt wrestled a bit for Chic. Do you know Crazy Chris Colt?
I'm not sure Bobby Colt. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking is Bobby, but never heard of Crazy Chris Colt. Interesting.
Bobby Colt, when I was a kid and would go to the shows, the WWE shows at the Kellogg Center, Bobby Colt was the ring announcer, and he was an ex-wrestler. So I felt like I had insight over like the other kids at school because they didn't know, but he would remember me from the time before, oh yeah, hey, what's going on, kid? And I would go down and talk to him over the guardrail before the show, and we didn't have the internet shit like that, but I was able to look him up somehow and see that he was legit, Bobby Colt.
I'll go with you, so that
But
way
I
I can
don't know about Chris Colt.
Yeah, I don't know about Chris Colt. I never heard of him, but that's interesting. Let me see other super chats we have. Oh, here we go. Triple E with another one.
Oh, you guys taking up?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go hit the snooze.
Yeah, they gotta follow a routine.
Okay.
What?
Clock bedtime.
Well,
Yep.
Thanks for doing the show.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for chiming on in.
Hey,
Like
fellas.
Karma's a natural already at talking on the podcast.
Maybe it's in a bit.
Time for lullabies.
Yep.
Oh,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you, Melissa. Is there anything you want to plug, or besides the Las Vegas Instagram and stuff, or is there anything you want to get over?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Real Future Legend, and then obviously the Instagram Lava House Vegas.
Yep.
And then give a shout out to the Sin City Squared Circle, where I just recently became a coach.
All right.
So shout out to the school and Aria, Darius, and everyone. So.
Are they having people sign ups? Are they still having sign ups for trainees or anything?
Yeah, I believe they just signed up their first few students, and then I believe classes are going to get rolling probably around in June.
Okay, great. I'll be sure to share that info too on the podcast description and stuff. And
Oh, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining. It's been a blast.
All right, let's go to bed.
You guys, bye.
Bye,
All right.
Rob.
all right. See you.
See you.
Have a good night.
Yeah, bye.
So now it's down to RVD and Barbie.
Yeah, me and you, Barbara. It's always down to me and you, isn't it? We're always
The
the
dynamic.
last.
The dynamic. Look at Barbie. Barbie's the best.
She's awesome.
Triple E, he says, could you please retell the Umaga kick story? LOL. Zillifa, too, his son, would be a cool guest. His work on the indies is like a thinner Umaga. LOL. The Umaga kick story, Rob. Do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah. hold on though, because I know that a lot of fans are waiting to spark up because they don't want for me.
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere, Barbie. Barbie thought we were leaving. I don't want to disappoint my smoking fans. They're like, dude, I thought we were going to smoke together tonight. So, you know. Anyway, so Booker and I wrestled Umaga and Rosie. The 1, 2, 3 count or 3-minute warning.
3-minute warning. Yes. Yes.
Hurricane Helms was like 1, 2, 3 count or whatever.
Yeah, he was 3 count, the boy band.
So yeah, some shit. But anyway, during the match, Umaga did this weird, like he tried, like it was like a spin kick, but it was, and I can't remember if it was. I think it was to me because I think I kicked him or whatever, and then anyway, it looked like somebody that hadn't done a spin kick since they were in 4th grade, you know, and just like pulled it out of his ass like in the middle of a match, you know, like it looked kind of like unnatural, like he's trying to get his foot around. It was just real low, and he fell, and it hit. It was either me or Book, but I think it was me, and it hit me like in the low in the legs, you know, like maybe it was a leg sweep or something. I wasn't really sure. But afterwards it became a conversation. I mean, Book, we had fun with those guys. They were, especially Umaga, like I really loved that guy. And it was fun joking around with him. And I was like, dude, like what the fuck was that? Like he tried to do a spin kick, but as soon as your feet hit, gravity pulled you down so low. By the time you spun around, you just like hit my ankles or whatever. And what was that, dude? You know, what were you doing? You know, that's not even, is that a move you used to do or something? And it just became like a joke, an inside joke. And then the Red Hot Chili Peppers had a song that would play on the radio at the time where they say something to the effect of "Can't Stop Addicted to the Shindig," maybe you're saying? I don't know.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I just changed it to the spin kick and just to make fun of him. It was something stupid, but I'd say "Can't Stop Addicted to the Shin Kick," and then he would laugh or whatever. And yeah, that was the story. We had a good relationship. I really liked that guy, and I was really bummed to hear that he passed. He was my favorite Samoan out of all the Samoans. I thought that he was the best in my opinion as far as his wrestling goes, and just the things he did that added like a little extra I don't even know what the word is, but he found a way to make it extra, and it was in the moves, and it was in the way of his execution, and I just thought this guy, you know, really has it, and I was a big supporter of his, you know, and you know, I like Rosie too, but for me, Umaga was just like stood out, and he had a great sense of humor, and I like joking around with him and stuff. And when I knew him and was working with him, he wasn't taking somas and shit like that. So I was surprised to hear that he went down that path, but not really surprised. You know, it's the lifestyle, and everybody is just one night away from, you know, saying yes or saying no, and deciding to fucking give that lifestyle a trial run. So, you know, not shocked, but yeah, that wasn't the guy that I knew wasn't the kind of guy that usually passes like that. Those guys they pass out everywhere. They become kind of like irresponsible, where they can't really care for themselves, and they go off the deep end and get worse and worse, and then and then you see it coming. But with this, I wasn't around him. I wasn't with the company while this happened. It was in between one of my runs or whatever, and I don't know who he was hanging out with, but I understand that that the muscle relaxers were a part of that routine at that time for him, and the somas and I understand that's what got him, and it always is when they say wrestler OD'd on pain pills. It's almost like 99% of the time I would say it's not pain pills. It's a combination. Maybe pain pills were there with the somas, which are muscle relaxers, and maybe people don't care, but it's a big difference. A muscle relaxer relaxes your muscles.
Yeah,
Luis Picola used to tell me, don't worry, the doctor said it only relaxes your voluntary muscles, and your heart is an involuntary muscle. That therefore I'm safe. Don't worry, I'm not going to have a heart attack or die from somas. And he lived with that comfort. that was comforting to him. But pain pills is something completely different, and a lot of times wrestlers have gotten to where they take incredible amounts, 65, 85, 10 milligram or more pills in a day, and they didn't die. But if they ate that many somas, they would probably die, depending on what their tolerance was. But that would definitely kill most people with a reasonable ability to get themselves around. Anyway, back to Umaga. Miss the big guy, and that I'll think of him whenever I hear that song. Can't stop it. Do the shin kick.
Do the shin kick. I like it. Yeah, shout out to Umaga. He was great. He was really great. And and I know you speak highly of him, and I've heard other wrestlers speak highly of him too. So for sure. Everybody is smoking up here too. There's a lot of Maddie's obviously doing it. Mike Martin, he says, "Oh snaps! I'm about to light one up now too." So everybody's getting engaged. You guys
get our smoke on.
That smoke
That's
on.
really good tasting weed too. Don't know what it is, so don't ask. That's the first thing I do when someone says they don't know an answer, is I ask right away.
Yeah.
Talking about how I'm wrong side of town. The character is so me that it's like undramatic, because I'm so dry, and like a lot of people don't know that I'm joking when I am joking, because I'm not delivering it in a dramatic way, and I'm not laughing afterwards. You know what I mean? One thing that I love doing that drives Katie crazy, because she knows that I love doing it. But if we're talking and you say, "Man, I can't tell you the last time I saw that guy," first thing out of my mouth is, "When's the last time you saw him?"
I can't tell you.
Yeah, and usually people don't know. I'm joking. They'll be like, "Oh, must have been 7 years." Like, I don't know. And I'm just like, "Oh," but that's just like, I'm prompted to, like, I feel like that's an invite. Soon as someone says that, "Dude, I know this guy from somewhere. I can't really tell you where." I'll be like, "Where at? Where you know him from?" And then I just let it go, whatever they think. But then they're like, "Oh, man, I wish I knew."
It's a good point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Think about it. I gotta think about it.
Don't I sound like a hoot? Don't you wish you could hang out with RVD 24/7?
24/7 on 420 or at 420.
I can't tell you, man, the last time I smoked that much. When's the last time you smoked that much?
When is?
Try that. Try that. Nobody see like when someone says they can't tell you something, immediately ask them for that information. See
Yeah.
how they react.
That's like the comedians that you like. You like Stephen Wright, right? That's one of the comedians you
Love
like.
Stephen Wright. Yeah.
And then Mitch Hedberg too. You like Mitch Wright too?
I love Mitch Hedberg. Yeah.
Mitch is
Absolutely.
great. Mitch is really
Yeah. Was that you that sent me the footage of him the other day talking about Turkey? Yeah.
Yes, that was me.
Yeah. That's
Really
funny.
great. I was not familiar with his comedy until like later on. So like kind of hearing some of his jokes and stuff like that. I'm like, man, that guy is super clever at what he was doing. You know, super clever.
Yeah, I didn't know him until after he was dead as well. Some people compared. Some people that went to see me doing stand up compared me to him, and then I was like, oh, I looked him up. I was like, dude, I love this guy. Like we could have been friends. Although I guess he was into heroin and shit, and it's not really my thing.
Not your cup of tea, that's for sure. No. Triple E, he's got several super chats. So Triple E, you're gonna have several entries into the thing. I do want to relay this one. Steve Soleil, I'm going to give you a free entry into the thing too, because $5 was the minimum to get in, but you did a $2. But I didn't get to tell Katie that you said this. My wife said, Katie's pretty. Congrats on the babies. I will screenshot this and send it to Katie after the show's over. Just so she
And I'll tell him. She knows who Steve is too, because when at the last OWA show in where the fuck was it? Seems like it was New Orleans, but that don't sound right. But
was it Vegas?
No, somewhere on the road. I only did like 3 of them, and then like ended up really not liking the guy that's in charge, and just a lot of disagreements where it was just we're not on the same page or whatever. But anyway, I was drinking and was very talkative, and she said she couldn't pull me away from Steve at the autograph table to leave at the end of the night. It was at some point, it was either to go out to the ring or else it was to leave. I think it was to leave. And she said that I wanted to stay there and keep talking to this guy. So thanks for that, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. I screenshot it, so I'll tell her.
Alcohol's always involved when there's decisions bad. And it's like, well, it made sense at the time. Why doesn't it make sense now?
Why do we right? I know. Gem the Dawn, thanks for the $5. You were into the raffle at the end of the show. RVD, thanks for being our Yoda/Master Splinter. Whose idea was the Dragons, Fire, Yin Yang, etc. theme on your singlets? You or Joe. Hope to see you in Spokane, Washington.
It was my idea. Like the first outfit that I got airbrush was just a picture of me doing the sidekick, and I had it on my thigh in a lightning bolt behind it, and I got that one in red, and I got it in blue, and I thought it was cool because it was like a silhouette of the flying sidekick dude, but with the ponytail, So it was me with the lightning, and that was with Bobby Bradley when I was Aerial Assault. And also I wrestled in Japan by myself with those outfits. And then from there, I was just telling Joe that I'm, some things to put on it, and some things that I'm into. So I just told him I was into yin yangs. I think I even might have had the yin yang earring at the time. There was like a certain window of time where I wore an earring. But it was probably like a 10-year chunk of time or something. Seems like it was kind of big, It was longer than 2 years. But that was what I wore, was a yin and yang little round gimmick with a post. And anyway, same thing with Dragons. And I was just trying to think of things. He's the one that came up with skulls. A lot of times skulls will appear on my outfits, and I never told him that I was into skulls and bones. That was just something that kind of a peripheral choice that he made, but I had told him, I'm into martial arts and yin and yang symbols and dragons and lightning bolts.
Did you tell me you were into Ghost Rider? Is that why you did skulls?
At some point. Oh, maybe so. Yeah. Maybe so, because he painted a couple of Ghost Rider outfits for me. Maybe that's when the skulls started appearing.
Yeah, but you had the tiger striped skull early, like in the ECW days too. So I don't know if that you told him about Ghost Rider back then or not. But
yeah, I don't know what years it was. I had the Ghost Rider outfit when I wrestled for the for IWGP for Simon Inoki.
Oh, okay.
And I wrestled what's his name? I want to call him the Butcher. Fuck. Anyway, it was a 3-way match, but he's like a death match dude. And
Necro Butcher? Necro Butcher.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Whatever year that was, I had the Ghost Rider outfit, and it was new then.
Yeah, how about that? All right then. Well, cool. That good intel on that. I'm glad we got more details behind the singlets for sure. All right, let me make sure I cover. I know we have a few more super chats here. Triple E will follow up with this one. Y'all have any advice for people for it being Mental Health Awareness Month? Yeah, mental health awareness is a good topic to always cover on here. Rob's
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I think that to take a conscious effort to be aware of your mental health is something that everybody should do. They don't always, like basic thinkers, a lot of times, unless they're dealing with issues themselves, it's something that I don't think is easy for them to think about. It's easier to just let things happen. But you got 3 components. You got your mind, you got your body, and you got your spirit. And they're all very much connected. And to be balanced, you really have to have all 3 areas healthy. And I think that a lot of people, if you had to pick one of those 3 and say, what's your weakest? What's your weakest area? Is it your spirit? Is it your health? Your mental health, or your body, which is your other health? Is it? A lot of people, I think, if they're honest with themselves, can look at that, and then they can say, well, I guess my weakest area is this. And then guess what? You can maybe be aware, focus on it, try and bring it up to par so that you're balanced. I learned to do that through going through some depressing times myself. And it's like, if you're in the gym and you're doing good, then maybe you got the body thing down, and that's routine, and it makes you feel good. That keeps you sane, keeps your positive energy going, it keeps you healthy. When it comes to your spirit, that's all individual. Like really, that has a lot to do with your outlook and your perspective. And are you happy? Are you feeling good? Where you at as far as that goes? And that's really a lot of people, their spirit's down. Hey, it takes some awareness to realize that sometimes it could be one of the other components that's bringing this down. So in other words, your spirit could be down because you have some issues with your mental stability. And then, and because it's all balanced, it all affects everything, and it bleeds over the line into other areas. So So, keeping your spirits up, try to be happy, try to look at things, try to be grateful, the attitude of gratitude, try to be around things and people that you love, try to think more about them than worry about problems you don't have control over and being angry at things that you're doing nothing about. When it comes to mental health, man, a lot of it can be your spirit. Like a lot of times people just can get like so down, so disgusted, so discouraged that it affects their mental health, and they start developing paranoia and just looking at life in an unhealthy way. Um, Sometimes it's as easy as just chemistry, brain chemistry, and I talk about that a lot here because sometimes the right answer is drugs, in my opinion. Sometimes there's drugs that can fix a chemical imbalance in your brain. When you have anxieties, when you're depressed, sometimes it seems like it's out of your control because sometimes I think it really is. Now, a lot of people argue and say, no, we're strong enough. What do you got to be depressed about? You're a spoiled kid. They don't get it. They don't understand. But some of us, sometimes our brains don't produce enough of a certain chemical, like not enough dopamine to keep us happy, or too much of something. And then overall, that can fuck with everything. It can ruin everything because then you're unhappy. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't even like life. And really, sometimes you can fix it with your perspective. Sometimes you can just cheer yourself up, and good luck with that. But sometimes it's worth talking to a professional about it, and a professional might recommend some medication, and sometimes it might be worth it, and sometimes it might even take some trial and error. You might get the wrong dosage or the wrong kind, and you might not have a good experience, but if you stick with it, I believe that for some people that is the answer, as simple as something to keep your brain chemistry balanced. But definitely, no matter whether you're for or against the drugs, be aware. It's great to be aware. Take a look at yourself. Check out your three components and have that discussion with yourself. Look at you. Where's your strengths? Where's your weaknesses? Is it in your life, in the way that you live every day, in the way that you're feeling, in your schedule, in your whatever it takes to be you, to process, to function? Are you strongest or weakest in your mind, in your body, or in your spirit? And if you be aware, and then boom, do something about it.
Great advice, I think, Rob, especially like that. Because like, I think too, like what I was always trying to be cognizant of when like, I'm in a depressed state or anything like that. Like, I didn't think about spirit. I always thought about mind and body in a lot of ways, but like your spirit too, how much is that kind of affecting and playing a little bit on you too? Some other things to be aware is like basic stuff.
An equal third, by the way, is the answer.
Yeah, absolutely. And some other stuff is like basic life stuff. Like, think about too of the day that you're going through. Did you get enough sleep? Did you eat? Did you like anything like that? Or like socialization too is such a key component too, putting yourself out there and like kind of factor all that stuff in there too, and be like, well, that's kind of why like either my spirit is down, or like my mind is not right, or like I didn't work out, or like I didn't get anything like that, or keeping your body moving. Just some basic things to kind of keep factor of too. But I think like the spirit stuff, that's a real key component too, Rob. I'm more.
And remember, the very first step is awareness. That's key.
Definitely. And always be cognizant of too, like whether you're in a depressed state or you're thinking stuff that the way you're thinking or your thought processes doesn't necessarily always mean that's the truth or that's what's going on. It's just what your mental state is at that moment in time, and just kind of be, and like Rob just said, awareness, making you aware that you're going through something is the key aspect of that all. Step number one for it all. So that's great advice, Rob. I like it. Devin Dowling says, didn't know, realized $5 was the limit just for the raffle entry is all. So he asked, what does RVD remember about TLC 4, the one where he tagged with Jeff Hardy and Kane won, where you, Jeff, and Kane won, I think. Is that what it
means? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember specifically. But, you know, those are two guys I always enjoyed tagging with. And, you know, me and Kane were champions, I believe, pretty sure. And, and I always loved teaming with Jeff or wrestling with Jeff. He's definitely among my favorite wrestlers to work with, like, for sure. Definitely in my top 4 for sure.
I think you guys epitomized the invasion angle too, because it was like, wow, RVD going up against Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was such a rising WWE star at the time, and you're the ECW guy coming in, and like seeing you two clash at one another. That was like one of the dream matches, I think, starting off early on for that. And like you guys tore the house down with that match.
We were both used to getting a lot of pushback because of our styles, and both kind of hated like the traditional pressure that would be put on us to conform. We both would hate the what we thought was bullshit process of just even the day. Like we wanted to go out there and man, really for us that was having fun, like going out there and fucking doing some really cool shit, making the people go nuts. And we had our own idea on how we could do that. And we always felt like we had other people, talent office right above us that always like wanted to keep us down, and that didn't approve of our ways. Like we both had that in common. You know?
Yeah. And the thing too, like you guys complimented one another so well because you always talk about like the little in between stuff and the little details, like not in between the wrestling aspect of it all. And I think that's great. But then Jeff was such a good like seller of things, like fighting from underneath and everything like that. And I think you guys together like that really enhanced the match too. And plus, like just being deliberate and stiff, like in how you wrestled too, just added to it all. So you guys were just a match made in heaven.
Yeah, that was a great match. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
Glad they got it on film.
Yes, correct. Triple E asked you this question early on. If you were to wrestle the king of the indies, the man with the deadliest right hand, Marcus D'Angelo, who's going over?
Dude, all I can say is for Dom, I'll try not to knock his brother out.
Thanks, Rob. There we go. See, yeah, okay, there we go. Right?
No,
I would say that would be yeah, right. Brotherly love, right there. Brotherly love. Triple E. Oh, we already asked that one. Mackenzie asks, got any summer in-ring plans yet? Do you have any matches lined up in the summer yet, Rob?
Not that are confirmed. No, I got some talks and some people trying to make something happen, but I got just mostly autograph signings and meet and greets. And plus next week on this show, I'm going to have a big announcement on a new project that is definitely one of my more important and prioritized plans for how I'm going to be spending my time this summer. Very excited about it, but let's just wait until next week and then talk about it. It's pretty big. I'm stoked, and I also have something. I have something. Yeah, so that's the answer. Not confirmed. Um, I do have somebody that I have to call back that's trying to book me. That's a friend in a high place. But aren't we all?
Yeah.
No. So yeah, no match. No, someone's trying to put something together in Hong Kong, and they don't know if that's going to happen or not. And I think that would be my next match. So good question.
Good
But
question.
yeah,
Thanks, Mackenzie. Appreciate that. Triple E, another question. You're got a whole lot of raffle entries going on. You two see any of the Sandman's last match or Vampiro's last match? Did RVD run into Mr. Kennedy in Vegas? Y'all having a match would be cool. So
I didn't see Sandman or Vampiro's last match, and I did not run into Mr. Kennedy.
No. I ran into him. I didn't say anything to him, but we crossed paths when he was exiting the bathroom and I was entering the bathroom. So shout out, Mr. Kennedy.
Always an awkward place to see some.
Isn't it? It's always very awkward. I also saw Al Snow walking out of the bathroom too, and I was like, "What's up, Al?" And then that was it. So, we did not cross the streams. So there we go. Oh man, Devin asks me, when is the last time I smoked? I would say it's probably been about 4 years since I've actually smoked, maybe. I think it's probably been 4 years. Yeah. I mean, I take the gummies. I took a couple edibles once, and that was not a good experience. But then I like the Kratom. I like the Kratom gummies and stuff like that.
And you didn't do the bucket list talk with RVD when you were over here in the studio?
No, you offered, but you knew I wasn't really. Yeah, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't think I don't handle it well. I don't handle it well. I know that much.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, I'm the last person that's going to pressure somebody and say, come on, man.
Come on.
Yes or no, either answer is fine.
Yeah. That's it. Jem the Dawn became a net member of RVD TV. That gets you an entry into the raffle. Thank you, Jem. And then he gifted a membership too. So thank you, Jem the Dawn, on that one as well.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's cool. We were talking about giving away stuff because we have sponsors that send us stuff. And speaking of, this week is Champs here in Las Vegas. It's it's a cannabis related convention because ultimately it's a glass blowing contest, and then peripherally is the entire industry, and it's big. It takes up the convention center in Las Vegas. I feel like I've been going for at least 15 years, however long they've been doing it. It's been a long time. And anyway, a lot of it is Kratom, and a lot of it is also like now the Delta 9 and whatever. But it's not for consumers. It's for people that own stores and stuff. So, but you go around and get samples and stuff, which used to be cool, but now I have so many samples that I hate having. Now it's clutter, a bunch of bunch of rolling papers I'm not going to use because I only use the best, and a bunch of just shit like that. But anyway, it's cool and it's industry, and I'll see the Happy Hippos guys there. I'll see the Greek Glass guys most likely,
Nice.
and just saying hello to them as well as others. But shout out, see you guys tomorrow, and see anybody else that's at Champs. Maybe we saw Sabu last time we were there, actually, and Katie brings that up sometimes because she just thought it was hilarious that you run into him at the most random places, because we're in the convention center and we're walking. It's real long walkway. I don't know if it was Champs. I think it was the fitness thing. Now that I think about it. Same building, but it was a fitness convention. And anyway, just there's a section like in the middle where you got to go down some stairs, and just sitting there on the stairs with Sabu with his headdress and shit. It's like, is that him? It is him, dude. What the fuck? It's pretty funny, but Katie always brings that up. Yeah. Anyway, that's going on.
I remember my first my brother's first interaction happened to we were at WrestleCon in like 2018, so I think it was in New Orleans, I think it was. And Marcus was like, "Hey, I just saw Sabu at like Starbucks. He was getting coffee." And he had like the headdress on apparently and stuff like that. So
you love Starbucks. That was one of the last places that I went with them. I think I told you this story, but Sabu was too generous to have ever been like a multi-millionaire, like a lot of people say that he deserved and that he should have been. But I know that he was too generous. He would have given it all away because he's just like that. And last time I was hanging out with him, we went to Starbucks, and this lady came in with a puppy, and we're both dog lovers, fawning over the dog. Oh my God, he's so cute. And she says, "You want to buy him? Just $40. I need the $40." And Sabu reached in his wallet, got out $40 and gave it to her and said, "Here's the $40, but please don't sell the dog. Please keep it." And she was like, "Oh, thank you," and left. And then I said to Sabu, I said, "Why did you do that? Like, she's gonna go sell the dog now, and then have $80." And he said, "I know, but hopefully she won't."
Yeah.
And that was just on that hope that the karma of the universe was going to see what he was doing and somehow pay it back in some way was enough for him to feel like he didn't deserve to have any more in his pocket than the guy at the beginning of the documentary that he gives money to, that's like sitting there at a bus stop.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. How about that? That's true. Yeah. That's the way that the whole documentary started off too.
Yeah. It wasn't set up or anything. That was like being with him every day. That was always how he was. He really didn't think he deserved to have any more money in his pocket. Like that's a great way to put it. Cause he would have pulled out half of whatever he had and then said, "Well, I had this. That guy didn't have anything." As if we're all brothers that were brought up in the same family that need to look out for each other,
Yeah,
it's a really kind-hearted perspective, but it's a little too gullible in a way that it was hard to look out for him and his best interests when he wouldn't do it himself.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a tough thing though. So when people are like generous and kind of considerate about what they think about, it's definitely hard to like, hey, you got to kind of also look out for yourself at the same time too. And but I mean that's what the cool thing about Sabu was like. I always had the impression, oh man, Sabu's just intimidating person to kind of I would imagine to interact with and stuff like that. And even when we first had him on here, I was like, "Ooh, how do I interact with Sabu? I don't even know how to go." But like, he lets that exterior down and lets his guard down if he gets to know you better and stuff like that. But it's what a great dude, man. Man, shout out Sabu.
Yeah. Did you say that earlier when you were talking to Katie and or Melissa? Did you say that you were a Star Wars fan?
Yes, yeah, because I got the tattoo, the Star Wars tattoo, Millennium Falcon, right there. So I just
okay.
That's what I was texting you about. So that's I
got
it.
Brand new. Oh, right.
I didn't
Right.
get Bobby on the chest, though. I didn't get Bad Business Bobby on the chest with the.
Right.
That's my next tattoo. But yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan.
I hope you do. Okay. And did you just like the original one, or you like all of them?
No, I like the original one. I'm not a big fan of like the newer ones that came out, and I'm not like even the trilogy where they did the prequel ones. I'm not that too into that. I just like the original 3 for the most part, but like it's still kind of fun, like overall. What's like, and yeah, I got this like because I became a fan more when I was like in 6th grade and stuff like that, and so I've kind of always associated Star Wars. I was like, if I'm gonna get a tattoo, I'll May the 4th, I'll get this one. So
nice.
Yeah.
What about in I think it was Empire Strikes Back when the Millennium Falcon with Lando Calrissian behind the wheel pulls up to Cloud City when Luke goes down the trash chute or whatever, and he's just like hanging like by an antenna, and they just like pop open the hatch, like, "Hey man, you need a lift?"
Yeah, come on in.
Like it's this huge fucking vessel, right? That goes faster than the speed of light, and they just like pull out underneath them, like, "All right, we got you. Go let go."
Drop on in. We'll catch you. We got you. Lost his fucking hand too. He got his hand cut off at that point.
Yeah.
Man,
I grew up on that shit, so
yeah,
I loved it. And I watched the Mandalorian, the Disney thing that they did.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. I mean, I was a big Boba Fett mark. Like he was probably my favorite character out of all of them. And so for a lot of other people, obviously they feel that way now too, because they're doing so much with Boba Fett and such a cool character that they originally did so little with when they first had him. Like he brought Han Solo's carbon body to Jabba the Hutt and then fell down the hole and he was done. And so they made his story much longer. And I saw that a new movie's coming out with The Mandalorian. One of them, I don't know if it's Boba Fett or Jango Fett or neither of the above, probably. But a Mandalorian and the little Yoda, Gorgo, whatever his name is, Gorgu.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's a movie coming out, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. I don't know if I'll go in the theater and watch it or not. Maybe, though.
I didn't know you were into Star Wars. I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you all the new characters' names and stuff like that. I appreciated how they tied a lot of stuff together, like when we saw no, is it Anakin? Is that anyway, Darth Vader's fucking when we saw him going bad and killing all the other Jedis, I mean, that shit was pretty cool how they tied all that in, and I appreciated it, but I grew up on the other stuff and played with the action figures. That was a big part of my childhood.
Yeah. No, I was
I remember in 3rd grade going over to Keith Hall's house, and we were gonna play with our Star Wars figures. Like that was the purpose of going over there, was just to play with them. And he was a drummer. He still is a drummer. But anyway, I don't know how it went though. I'm not really sure. My figures had different powers and shit in my head. I think that's a weird thing to try to remember. Like when you were a kid, like what the fuck were you thinking? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, because right when I got hooked on it in '97 when they re-released them in theaters, and like so that's what caught me, and like then they re-released the toys and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was like a huge Han Solo mark was my guy. So I got the Millennium Falcon. So cool. Couple more super chats, and then we'll do the giveaway here. Frankie Terizo asks, "Did anything get stolen from you in wrestling? Who stole something from you, Rob, in wrestling? I'm sure something did, right?
What did you just say?
Did anything get stolen from you in wrestling?
Yeah, but then what did you say?
Oh, I said I'm sure something probably got stolen from you.
Yeah. So you know what's funny is just how this flows, because what I was thinking while you were reading that question was whatever happened to my Star Wars figures, and then I was thinking. And I'm pretty sure that I ended up selling those to Tony Vela. Fuck Tony Vela. I think that's what happened with all my opened up Star Wars figures that I had, that I played with and whatever, that I kept way into my adult life. And I was just thinking about that at the same time, like it just flowed like right into that question. And then I was thinking, this guy, Tony Vela, he's a guy that is around the card industry. Like that's what I think he specialized in was, I don't know if it's just wrestling cards. I don't think so, because he also had hot girls sign these babe cards or whatever. But anyway, cards, comic books, whatever. He got into our lives helping us with the comic book store 100 years ago, got out of our lives by stealing my Bret Hart outfit that I had. That Bret Hart had given me an outfit to. How did Bret Hart give me an outfit? I don't even remember. I'm thinking about it. But when I had the wrestling store, a bunch of wrestlers donated stuff, and I had it on display in my store. I had Rey Mysterio's masks. I had Booker T's trunks. I had a Bret Hart outfit, and this stuff I still have, except the Bret Hart outfit, which Tony Vela was storing for me, and then it mysteriously went missing.
What?
And Tony swore up and down he didn't steal it, but he felt slighted on what I paid him on something. So he decided to just get his what was coming his way, however he saw fit. And one thing that he did, at one point, he was an assistant for me, and I had a credit card in his name under me, and I found out that he was charging all kinds of shit to it. And Sabu said that when he picked Sabu up from the airport to do signings with Tony, I had nothing to do with this, but that everywhere he went, that he would pay for the food with the credit card and say, "Don't worry, it's on Rob." And Sabu told me that he did that the whole time, and that he thought that I said to do that, which may not sound like a huge deal, but then he ended up stealing the Bret Hart outfit, saying that he didn't, swearing he didn't, and then it's probably been like 4 years now or so, when I was in Detroit at the Astronomicon signing for Dildo Hines. I met a fan, introduced himself as the guy that bought the Bret Hart outfit from Tony Vela.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. Fuck that guy. Fuck Tony Vela.
Hey, fuck you, Tony.
It was
Damn, that sucks.
Ooh. So, but isn't that weird though? I was just thinking about that when the guy asked about, did I ever have anything? Who asked that question?
That was Frankie Teresa.
Yeah, Frankie. Right when you were reading this question, I was thinking, I think that motherfucker had my Star Wars figures, and fuck him. He has my Bret Hart outfit, you know. And then we asked about what was in my head, so Frankie read what was on my mind, or that was just some of that damn synchronicity.
Synchronicity happening. I do want to give a shout out here to Mike Martin, who chimes in too. He says, RV, this is regarding your RVDology. RVD, I'm 44 years old and you are spitting some knowledge, bro. Legit. Man, I'd like to use that clip on my podcast. Go for it. You can feel free to use it.
Absolutely
use it. Then he also said to Rob, you have said everything step by step that I have went through, every thought, everything. So you nailed it, Rob.
Awesome. Glad I could articulate you know what you're thinking, and what I think other people should make an effort to think as well.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Always just be aware, like Rob said too. Devin,
think about it. It's in the phrase. Mental awareness is really about being aware, you know, of yourself and others. You know, like you gotta have empathy, and you don't know what someone else is going through either. You know, I watch cop videos every day, and at least pretty often anyway. I was gonna say like at least once every week or 10 days or so, I see a video of somebody that obviously has some kind of mental health issues, and the cops just don't give a fuck. They just beat the shit out of the person as if they're being non-compliant because they're either freaking out, or sometimes it's a health thing, you know, where they're having a seizure or they're deaf and can't hear or whatever. But when they're obviously having a mental breakdown and freaking out, and the cops are just like, you keep screaming like that, I'm going to tase you. And they're just like, boom, they just see the agenda and see the prey. And anyway, it's in the phrase awareness. So think about it, mental awareness. Be aware. Other people, that's just a kind thing to do, you know, but yourself first and foremost. Yeah. But yeah, you also, you know, you might have other people that are giving clues or even asking you for help, you know, or telling you that they're having issues, and you know, fucking sometimes it might not be much, but you can't always take it light. You know, people fucking kill themselves, and it's usually, I believe, a result of a fucking mental health issue, you know? Absolutely. Obviously, you could say their spirits down as well if they're fucking wanting to off themselves, you know? So that's 2 out of 3 right there. But, you know, it does happen. It's happened to a lot of people that I know. It's happened to several of my friends, and it's real. So, you know, I think just keep that in mind. You don't know what someone else is going through, so just, you know, give them a little flexibility, give them a little looseness on the rope. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, you're going through whatever you're going through. Maybe you don't feel like dealing with this guy today or whatever, but that person could be going through something like way bigger, and just knowing that sometimes can really make your problem go away.
Absolutely. Yeah, right. And too, it's like, don't be afraid to kind of, if you need to touch base with somebody, feel free to touch base with someone. You know, you're not really bugging them. I'm sure they'll appreciate you doing that too. And you know, there's always an ear to bend. And if you need to kind of express or anything like that, for sure. So we have one last super chat here, and then we'll do the raffle. Steve Soleil, you entered yourself for another one. He says, I'll never forget when I first saw RVD live in 1998. Him and Sabu wrestled the Dudleys, and RVD was wearing a shirt that said, fuck milk, got pot, LOL.
Yeah, I remember, kind of. It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever happened to that shit, but yeah, I think I remember that, though, yeah.
Fuck
Because at
milk.
that time, the campaign was Got Milk.
Yeah, I got milk.
I think I got it at Venice Beach at one of the T-shirt shops there.
That's great.
Yeah. I used to hang out at Venice Beach all the time when I lived in LA. Like, that was my go-to. I was one of the characters on the beach. I met Davey Boy Smith's son.
Harry.
Yeah, I met him there on the beach, like, and his parents and stuff. And they were telling me like that he was getting into wrestling, and I was like, "Well, good luck, like, fuck yeah, you can do it, bro." And there was the Medical Kush Beach Club, which became my hangout because the guy that ran it was one of my very few friends in a super small circle. And so I would go there and just smoke weed for free all day and stand in the window that looked right over the beach, right over the outdoor gym, actually, in that building. It's orange now. It used to be blue. It's got the guy from the Doors, Jim Morrison, painted on the side like a 2-story version of it. It's a real famous building, and supposedly Jim Morrison lived up on the roof or whatever. But anyway, we used to, when that was open, I used to be there, and I'd ride my bike up and down the bike path and then, smoke. And then me and my buddy, he opened up a second location at the beach clubhouse, just so we would walk through the boardwalk, we would smoke, then walk through the boardwalk, usually smoking again, and then get there, check on business, smoke again. Had a balcony that overlooked the boardwalk there. And man, those were some awesome fucking times. As a matter of fact, we shot a sizzle reel, a demo reel for trying to make a reality show. And Jason Hervey and Bischoff were actually behind it. They wanted to do something, and we talked them into doing this reality show, but we weren't all on the same page. And they thought like the more drama, the more craziness, the better, because controversy sells, right?
Yeah, controversy creates cash.
Right, but in the cannabis movement, like, that doesn't work. Like, we're trying to legalize it, and I consider myself a responsible user. Like, I don't know about any of you watching, but do you see me change at all when I'm smoking? Because I'm not someone that's going to giggle like a little girl.
Yeah,
but I do think if my neighbor wants to do that once a week, that he should have the right to do it, so I'm an advocate. But when I smoke, it makes me feel like a little better version of me. Feel a little better, but it doesn't, you know what I'm saying. So you guys can decide, because people automatically want to think, oh my God, dude, stoners, like, don't believe what they say. Shit like that.
No, and I think, that the cannabis movement overall is kind of going.
So anyway, Kush, the guy that owned the place, both places, medical marijuana dispensaries on the boardwalk, the only one to have done that, had him right on the boardwalk. He was already crazy, so you don't tell him to amp it up and to be more crazy. Like, that was the mistake, in my opinion. Jason Hervey wanted him to be, and he could portray the stoner that's like, dude, what, man? And which is, I would say, an irresponsible portrayal of a cannabis user, especially for somebody that's fighting to legalize it. You get it, you know.
Yeah.
But we did that, and we actually went and pitched it to a few. I think we pitched it to Showtime, maybe HBO. Like I went to this is a whole different life. I forgot about like the you know like got. I've just been around for so many hundreds of years and got so many stories. This is something I'm sure I've never never talked about. But I went with Hervey and Kush to some of these TV channels and pitched it and looked at the video that we filmed and stuff. And it wasn't something that I felt like the industry would let get on TV because it looked like, oh my God, this dude is running a business here where he's selling weed and he's telling us it's medicine for patients that need it, but look at him. He's fucking, falling asleep, laying there on the stairs or whatever crazy shit they wanted him to do to look really irresponsible. You know what I mean? Like crazy stuff. Anyway, that happened.
Wow, man. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy to kind of think about that too. And like, yeah, some characters like that, people like that, it doesn't necessarily help the cause too much when they're in there. But
right, and like I said, I'll fight for your right to be stupid, but that's not me.
Yeah, right. That's not you too. You need responsible minds to kind of help convey the right message and the appropriate message. And so yeah, and you're a good proponent for that for sure.
Yes, sir.
Triple E chimes on in. You actually had another question too. I forgot to mention. Did you finish watching the Hogan documentary? I haven't even watched it yet. Have you watched? Okay.
No, I'm on the last episode, but we haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
The babies sleep in the room where the TV is. So after like 8 o'clock or something, when the babies are like settled down, we can't watch TV because it'll stimulate them and they'll watch it. And
yeah,
funny when they watch TV, but they.
I can imagine Karma or Saba just like checking it out.
So I have to finish it because I heard that it's sad and that they're so that some people that saw it said that they were sobbing, crying in it, which I've done the last few times I've watched the Sabu doc when I've screened in public. It makes me bawl, but I haven't got to a spot yet in the Hogan documentary where I know what they're talking about. But I think we probably have. I don't know. It's like one of them's like 39 minutes, then one's like an hour and 4 minutes. So they're different times. I really don't know how long we have to go in the last one.
Okay. Yeah, no, I need to check out the whole thing still, but I'm hearing people overall like it and stuff like that.
No, it's good. It's good, and it's you get to really learn about Hulk and maybe Terry Bollea as well. And yeah.
Heck yeah. Real quick, is Joe Clark? Is he still selling Sabu Blu-rays and all that stuff? That stuff's still available?
Yeah, he is. I don't know where to tell you to get it.
I'll figure it out. I'll message him and figure it out. But I just wanted to make sure.
More people seem to want to watch it that way than just watch watch it online. I don't know watch streaming or whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
I think people like the hard copies still. They still want the actual physical DVD, physical element.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Triple E has this final one. Then we'll do the raffle. Have you all seen the reality show John Morrison does with Taya Valkyrie? Would Dom ever do a reality show? I would. Yeah, depending on what it is. Sure, I'd do one. Yeah. Why the heck not? I've been.
I did see what they were doing. I don't know if they're still doing it or it was quite a while ago that me and Katie found out about it and watched it, and I thought it looked fun actually.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out. Is it on YouTube?
I think so. I think that's where I saw it.
Okay. I'll have to
But
check.
by the way, we've also like talked about and had meetings and even filmed stuff about doing reality shows with us. You know, like there's that's part of production. Is like, you know, sometimes a little energy gets put into certain things, sometimes a lot. And so, you know, it's like there's a lot of stuff discussed and thrown around, and even maybe even partially developed to get to a certain level where you still don't know if you're ever gonna um, you know, push it past a certain point, or maybe not. You know, it's just one of, you know, a lot of things that you throw out there when you're doing production.
Yeah.
That's the way to describe it. I had a demo reel of a reality show with the Evil X that we had filmed years ago, with Stu, who's now he's with what's the show where it talks about wrestlers? The bad Dark Side of Wrestling.
Oh, Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, thank you. So anyway, he's working with them now, but Stu, he was working with Jamie Kennedy, and anyway, we actually filmed something. I filmed something with my Evil X, like when we were not doing good, you know, like that shit like the ship was sailing, and here we are, you know, like trying to, like, we're gonna pitch this show, but for whatever reason though, there was a scene where they wanted her to kiss me on the cheek, you know, for the demo reel, and I remember it was so awkward because that was like so not her, and also it'd been like so long since like we even touched each other and stuff, that it was like both of us were like wow, this is like acting at its finest, you know, trying to pull this off, and she's like with her evil little face, and and that's what I remember about doing that demo with Stu, like mostly. But yeah, I've always like a lot of people don't know like half the shit that I've done to different degrees. Yeah.
Wow, how about that? Yeah, no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
You probably don't know. Also, just a thought, because I'm just thinking of this popped in my mind. But I did a demo for an action movie with Justin Gabriel.
Yeah.
What else is he also goes by another name, like
Direwolf? He goes by something Direwolf, I think, or
yeah, but is PJ Black?
PJ
Black, right?
PJ Black, yeah, correct.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Super cool dude, man. Love his energy. But anyway, I did a demo with him on an action movie that who knows if it would ever be made or not, but in fucking in Africa.
Wow. Yeah, because he's from there.
Yeah. So yeah, he had arranged this and they were gonna use this demo, you know, they use it to get the production together and whatever, but it was something that Jennifer spent the day with me on the set, because I had Jennifer and Katie on the Africa good trip, and Katie stayed back. But anyway, yeah, there's all kinds of shit like that people would like be clueless to, because how the fuck would they know?
Yeah,
but might find it interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nonetheless, right? For sure. It's definitely how it all gets kind of laid out and executed, I think, is the primary component to it too. All right. Well, I guess it's time for the raffle here. Thanks everybody who chimed in and who pitched in. So we got let me pull up the little thing here. Hopefully I can do the share screen right. Boom. And we got that. All right, there it is, guys. You can see the wheel. All the names are entered on there. So what we'll do here, I'll show the quick giveaways before I do any of that. Real quick. So obviously whoever gave the $100 earlier on the show gets this DX card, number to 150. Plus you get the RVD IOU. I will do one more RVD IOU since he just gave $100. So whoever gets this RVD card, it's just a basic Topps card. It'll also have the RVD IOU in it too. So I'll be sure to send that with whoever wins. And then the other person will get this Kevin Owens Refractor Topps 2026 card. Now these cards aren't worth a whole lot, but just to kind of have fun and do some giveaways here starting off. You can.
I hope you do.
I hope you do. So I will pull the wheel back up here, and then we will do the giveaways. We'll raffle off the RVD one first, and then we'll move away from that after the fact and get the Kevin Owens one going. All right. So I'll shuffle, and then here we go. I'm going to spin the wheel. How do I spin this wheel?
Look at this.
You like it? So here we go. Boom. This is for the RVD IOU and the RVD card, and it's going to go to Steve Soleil. Steve Soleil. You will get this RVD card, and you'll get an RVD IOU for a photo op and an autograph. So there you go. So we'll remove you, Steve, from there, and then we'll do the final spin here for the Kevin Owens refractor card here. So here we go. Round two. And it is Ash Vega. Ash Vega, thank you for giving me $5 in there. You will get this Kevin Owens card. So what you guys need to do, email me at DeAngelo, my last name, at gmail.com. And send me your address and info, and I'll be happy to send those out to you. And Triple E, I will send you something since you gave me so many entries too. So, oh boy, is Barbie okay? She's all right.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what happened.
Oh boy,
I squeezed her too hard. I guess I don't know.
Give her too much love. Give her too much love.
You okay?
Okay, she loves you. Oh gosh, Barbie, I can attest. Barbie's always around Rob. When I was at his place there, she's always
on my feet.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe we'll see how much you like mailing shit, because then maybe we'll be able to do some bigger prizes, especially like you were saying, when I see you at a convention and have a bunch of shit there, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm totally. I live right by the post office, right down the street from me, so this shouldn't be too bad at all. So yeah, we'll do more. I have a bunch more cards that I will do giveaways with, and we'll do RVD IOUs too. So be on the lookout. Next week we'll do another giveaway. So thanks everybody for doing this, and I want to give a shout out real quick to. Did you see about Rebel from AAW? She got diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, and man, what a strong, courageous person that she's been able to kind of keep that attitude about her and understanding what's going on with her and everything. So.
You know, if you don't know, I saw part of the first announcement. I believe it was the first one, because she was saying that she's got a terminal ALS, and that the first they thought it was something, maybe lung cancer, and then found out stage 4. Anyway. What was really, I mean, the whole thing is, you know, it's very, very sad, but what really stood out to me as something I've never really experienced before was having somebody say, God, it's hard to say. Having somebody say, please pray for a peaceful passing for me.
Yeah.
That was heavy. I don't know why that was heavy. I didn't expect that. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then I saw that there was a headline. There was another one, and she said update, and I didn't see that one, so I don't unexpected update or something like that. Something about a not a false finish, whatever it said. I don't know if you know, but it
Yeah,
was
I think it was something to that effect where it was like, because she didn't know what was wrong with her, and then ultimately she got the answer, but it was the terminal ALS, and so it's just not the answer that you wanted. But she was keeping a sense of humor about it all too. But man, it was tough, Rob. Like God bless.
Turd, and so I was thinking it sounded maybe positive because I heard the other one first. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. But man, yeah. So big prayers for her, and man, it's I bawled my eyes out when I watched that video. So
yeah, Katie and Rebel used to tag like when we first started dating. They for a lot of shows, especially in Texas for San Antonio, I guess, and so she was around, and I remember seeing her at the convention when I first saw Katie too in Dallas at 2016 at the WrestleCon when I was there and when I met her, and I remember seeing Rebel. She was looking good back then.
She really did. She's amazing. And her personality's great. She's such a positive and fun person to be around, and she's remaining so strong during such a time where it's so tough. It's got to be tough, and so I'll be always praying for her for sure. So
yeah, best wishes.
Absolutely. Well, great stuff. Always great to do this, Rob, and we'll fire it up next week, and everybody loves it. So it's good to the RVDology. You get babies, you get dogs, you get Melissa cheerleader, whole mix of folks. So
yeah,
do it again next week. Do you like Wednesdays? Do you want to do Tuesdays? I'm up for whatever, Rob.
Let's do Wednesdays, and especially because next Wednesday. What's the 12th? Is it 12th Tuesday? Because if today's the 6th.
Today is
Next Wednesday the 13th.
Yeah. So next Wednesday. Do you want to do it next Tuesday then for the announcement? Or we can do it.
Right. No, but my big announcement will be the 12th, not the 13th. So I thought it was going to be on Wednesday, but I guess it'll be on Tuesday. But anyway, we'll talk about it then.
So
everybody have a great week. Thanks, Van Dam. Bam.
See you guys and gals next time on One of a Kind with who? It's with RVD.
Peace out, hoes. Thanks, Dominic.